Hello students, in this video we are going to solve exercise 5.3, but before solving that we need to know about a formula to find the sum. How can we find the sum? So here is the formula that Sn, the nth term, the sum of nth term. Okay, it is derived by n by 2. N is number of terms, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, in this way we can find the sum of n terms of an AP. So here A is first term, n is number of terms, and d is common difference. Okay, so now this can be written as, we know one formula. Look, first of all let's expand it. This 2a can be written as a plus a and plus n minus 1 into d. So if we take this part, can you remember a formula that we have used in our previous exercise? This is nothing but formula of an. So this can be written as a plus an. Here it is n by 2 and this is equals to Sn. Okay, we also know that an is also denoted by L. So now this formula can be written as Sn is equals to n by 2 a plus L. Okay, so here are two formulas that you have to keep in your mind. First one is this, and second one, if the last term of an AP is given, then we have to use this formula. Okay, now let's move to question of our exercise. Yes bacho, this is our question. In this question first term is given as 7. Okay, this first term we can write simply a or a1. How can we find the common difference? Look, common difference is nothing but it is common between every terms. Okay, common difference we are taking, so we have to subtract second term from third term, means 14 minus, look, this 10 as to 1 up by 2 can be written as 10.5, or you can just directly write it in fraction, 10 to the 20 and plus 1 21 by 2. Okay, and look, common difference means it is common in every two terms, between every two terms, so the value must be same if we subtract first term from second term. So here also we are getting 3.5 and here also 3.5, so d we have the common difference as 3.5. now look here, we have the last term, L is equals to 84. Okay, so if we have last term, we can find how many number of terms are there to go this series to reach up to 84. So here L can be written as a plus n minus 1 into d. We have a value of L. Now we have value of a also plus, but we don't have the value of n. So here we have 3.5. Look, first of all we have to transfer this positive 7 to that side. So this can be written as 84 minus 7 is equals to n minus 1 divided by 3.5. Okay, this is nothing but we can write it as 84 minus 7. So we have the value 77 here is equals to n minus 1 multiplied by 3.5. Now we can transfer this multiply to another side. So here it will become in division. 3.5 is equals to n minus 1. Look, if we remove the point, we will have a 0 above. Now this can be written as 7 5s are 35 and 1 1 0, and this is 22. So we have 22 is equals to n minus 1. It means that the value of n is equals to 23. Means in this series we have 23 terms to reach up to 84. Okay, so now we have the formula of sum. So what's that formula? That Sn is equals to nothing but n by 2 a plus L, because we have the last term. Okay, we have the last term as 84. So here now number of terms is 23 divided by 2 into a is 7 and L is 84. Okay, so here we have the value of n. So from here we can write it as 23 by 2 into 91. Okay, because first term is 7 and last term is 84. Okay, so now we just have to do the calculations here. 1046.5, this is the sum of this series. Okay, because look here, If we add two terms, 0.5 and 0.5 will become 1, means it gives us the whole value. But the terms are 23. It means that 0.5 is getting multiplied by odd times. So here we have 1046.5 as our sum. Okay, now let's move to another question. This is question number 3 of your exercise. Here we have the third term, 10th term. Look, sum of 10 terms. Okay, as 10 means n is 10 here. So first of all, third term can be written as a plus n minus 1 into d an. Okay, so here we have n is equals to 3. So a plus 2d is equals to 15. Okay, this is our equation number first. Now what we have here Sn. So Sn is equals to nothing but n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so here what we have n by 2. Look, the value of n is 10. So this is 10 by 2, 2a plus 10 minus 1 into d. Okay, so this is equals to 125. Let me divide the page here. So 125 is equals to, look, 10 by 2 is 5. Here we have 2a plus 9d. Okay, so what we have here, we have to transfer this 5 to that side. So 25 5s are 125, means 2a plus 9d is equals to 25. This is our second equation. Okay, now if we multiplied our first equation, multiply equation first by 2. Okay, so this equation will become 2a plus 4d is equals to 30, and this is our second equation. So it is 2a plus 9d is equals to 25. Okay, so from here we can easily calculate the value by elimination method. So if we subtract them, so this minus 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled out. From here 4 minus 9d. So here we have minus 5d is equals to 30 minus 25 is equals to 5. So from here we have the d is equals to 1. So here we have the common difference as 1. If we put the value of this common difference in equation first, so what value we have? A plus, look, 2 into minus 1. So here we have minus 2 is equals to 15. So now if we transfer this to another side, 15 plus 2. So we have first term as 17 and d is equals to minus 1. Okay, now what we have to find? We have to find the value of A10. So what is the value of A10? A10 will nothing but a plus 10 minus 1 into d. So here we have first term as 17 plus, look, 10 minus 1 9 into d is minus 1. So from here we have 17 minus 9 means 10th term is 8. Okay. Now let's do another question. Question number 6. In this question, first term and last term is given. Means a is equals to 17 and L is equals to 350. Okay, respectively. Common difference is 9. So here d is equals to 9. Then from the formula of last term, we can easily calculate how many terms are there. Okay, so here L is equals to 350 and first term is 17 plus n minus 1 into 9. Now we just have to simplify this problem. So n minus 1 into 9. From here what we have, 350 minus 17. So we have 333 divided by 9 is equals to n minus 1. Okay, so now from here we have 9 3s are 27 and 9 7s are 63 is equals to n minus 1. So from here we have the value of n is equals to 38. Okay, now what we have to find here, how many terms are there? So there are 38 terms, and what is their sum? So we have to calculate the sum. So as 38 will be 38 divided by 2, 2a. A is 17. No, we can use here a plus L because we have the last term here. So look, 38 by 2 is nothing but 19 and a plus l is 17 plus 350. Okay, so 19 into 367. Okay, so we have the value here 7973. Okay, this is the sum of this AP. So here is another good question of your NCERT, which is question number 10. In this we have to show that A1 A2 up to AN forms an AP. It means that every term have a common difference. Okay, look here is nth term is given. So we have AN is equals to 3 plus 4n. Okay, or we have to find the sum of first 15 terms. So here if we put n is equals to 1, putting n is equals to 1, so we have a1 is equals to 3 plus 4, this is nothing but 7. Okay, so we have the first term as 7. Now n is equals to 2, so we have a2 is equals to 3 plus 4 into 2, means the term as 4 to the 8 or 3 11. Now a3, this is a plus 4 into 3. So here we have 4 3s are 12 and 3 15. Okay, like this a4 is equals to 3 plus 4 into 4, so 16 plus 3 19. So we have the term 7 11 15 19. So yes, they are an AP because their common difference is 15 minus 11, which is equals to 11 minus 7. Okay, which is also equals to 19 minus 15, means every time we are having the common difference as 4. Okay, every time we are having common difference is equals to 4. So yes, this is an AP. This forms an AP. Okay, now if it forms a AP, we have to find the sum of first 15 terms. So we have A is equals to 7 first term and D is equals to 4. So we can easily find A15 sum of, sum of 15 terms. So sum is S15 and S15 can be written as 15 by 2, 2 into A plus 15 minus 1 into D. So this is nothing but 15 by 2. Here we have the value of A is equals to 7. 15 minus 1 is 14 into D is 4. So here 15 by 2, 14 plus 14 4s are 56. So this can be written as 15 by 2 into 70. So we have here 35 and 15 5s are 75, 7 45 and 7 52. So we have the sum of first 15 terms as 525. Here is another question, question number 11. In this question, if the sum of first n terms of an AP is, look here, Sn is given. We have Sn is equals to n 4n minus n square. So from here, can we find first term? Yes, of course, because sum of one term is nothing but 4 1 minus 1 square. So this we have 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. Okay, so this is our first term. Also, we can calculate the sum of first two terms. So sum of first two terms, because here n denotes the number of terms, so we can write here as 2, sum of two terms. So S2 is nothing but 4 into 2 minus 2 square. So 4 2s are 8 minus 4. We have second term is equals to 4. Okay. Yes, so from here we have, look, the sum of first two terms is 4 and first term is 3. Just catch my wording that we have sum of two terms, means let first term is x and second term is y. So we have x plus y is equals to 4 and we know that its first term is 3. So here we have 3 plus y is equals to 4. It means that second term is nothing but 1. 4 minus 3 is equals to 1. Okay, so here we have the second term as 1, means a1 is equals to 3 and a2 is equals to 1. Okay, because it is the sum of two terms. So from here we can find the difference. Difference is nothing but a2 minus a1. So here we have difference is equals to minus 2. Now we have first term a1 is equals to 3 and common difference is equals to minus 2. So we can easily calculate sum of n terms, not sum of n terms. First we can calculate nth term. So nth term is nothing but a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so here we have value of a is equals to 3 plus n minus 1 into d is minus 2. So from here we have 3, this minus 2 gets multiplied to n. So here we have minus 2n, minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. So this can be written as 5 minus 2n. So now we have an is equals to 5 minus 2n. And what we have to find, what is second term? So second term is 1. What is first term? So first term is 3. What is the sum of first two terms? So sum of first two terms is 4. Okay. Now in the question here, look, what is the first term? So first term is 3. What is the sum of first two terms? So sum of first two terms is 4. And what is the second term? So second term is 1. And similarly find third term and third, 10th and n terms. So we have n terms is equals to this. This is n terms. Okay, 5 minus 2n. So all we have to calculate third term. So it is nothing but a3. So this can be written as 5 minus 2 into 3, which is 5 minus 6, and minus 1 is our third term. Okay, and we also have to find 10th term. So 5 minus 2 into 10. So 5 minus 20. So it is nothing but minus 15. Okay, in this way you have to solve each and every question. Don't be panicked that whether the question is that much longer or what we have to use. This is the simplest chapter of your NCERT because it is formula based, and every chapter which is formula based is much simpler than the geometric part or other parts. Okay, so let's move to another question. Here it is a good question, very good question. Question number 18. Here a spiral is made up of semicircles. Okay, now look at the figure. This is A is the center, and from A to B the distance is 0.5. Okay, it is given that the radii is 0.5. Now what is the total length of such a spiral? So we have to find the length. This is our semicircle and we have to find the length from here to this part. So this is nothing but the circumference of circle. So circumference of circle is given by 2 pi r. Okay, but it is semicircle, means half of circle, so this can be given by pi r. Okay, so now for the first semicircle we have the radius 0.5. So the perimeter, we can write it as perimeter. So perimeter of first semicircle, so this is nothing but pi r, and here we don't have to put the value here, we can put it later words. So here we can write it as 0.5 pi. Okay, now perimeter of second semicircle is given by, look, now the radius is increasing. Okay, so from here to here the radius is now 1 centimeter. Okay, so this is nothing but pi r. It is also 1 pi, or simply we can write as pi. Okay, now perimeter of third semicircle, 1, 2 and this is 3. So now the radius is 1.5. So it is given, it is also given by pi r. So r is 1.5 and we have pi. So here we have a series. Look, the spiral is going continuously to make such semicircles. Okay, so here we have the series as 0.5 pi, pi, then 1.5 pi, and so on. Okay, and so on. So here can you imagine that our first term is 0.5 pi. Okay, and d is, look, pi minus 0.5 pi. This is our second term, or it is also equals to 1.5 pi minus pi. So this is nothing but, look, from pi we are subtracting 0.5 pi. So here we have 0.5 pi. Okay, from here also we are having 0.5 pi. So we have common difference is equals to 0.5 pi, and first term is also 0.5 pi. Okay, so now what we have to do, what is the total length of such spiral made up of 13 consecutive 13 consecutive semicircle. Now we have 13 semicircles. Okay, means we have how many terms are there? This is first semicircle, this is third, second, this is third. So it is continuously going up to 13 semicircles. So we have n is equals to 13. Now we have to find the sum of 13 terms. So it is nothing but n minus 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so here we have value of n is this, here 2 into 0.5 pi plus, look, n is 13 minus 1 into d is also 0.5 pi. Okay, so now here 13 by 2, this 0.5 into 2 is 1, so here it is pi plus 13 minus 1 is 12 into 0.5 pi. Okay, so here 0.5 into 2 is nothing but 6 pi. So from here what we have, 13 by 2 pi plus 6 pi. Okay, so 13 by 2 into 7 pi. Okay, now here we put the value of pi is equals to 22 by 7. It is given in the question. So from here we are putting the value of pi 22 by 7. So 7 and 7 gets cancelled out. Here we have 11. So 130 plus 13, we have 143 is our answer. Okay, in this way you have to solve the question. Don't be panic that it is this much longer or the question have a diagram itself and we have to find the series. So you can easily calculate these types of solution. What we have done here, we have to find the length of this semicircle. So the length is given by semicircle, circumference of semicircle. Okay, and what is the formula of circumference of semicircle? Is nothing but 2 pi r divided by 2. So it is given by pi r. Now we have, look, pi r. So here for first semicircle we have radius 0.5, for second we have 1, third we have radius 1.5. so in this way we have the series. So here we have the first term is 0.5 pi and we have calculated the common difference which is also 0.5 pi, and we just use the formula of sum of 13 terms. So it is nothing but n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We have put it the values of a, d and n. So here we have our answer as 143. Okay. Yes, this is the last question of your exercise. So in this question, a potato race is going to be happen and a bucket is placed from starting point. Let me have a bucket. Okay, this is the bucket. Suppose this is a bucket. Okay, so potato is placed which is 5 meter from the first. Look, the distance between this is first potato. Okay, P1. So the distance from bucket to here is this 5 meter. Okay, and other potatoes are placed 3 meter apart in a straight line. So from here this is 3 meter. Okay, here also it is 3 meter. So in this way we have potato first, potato second, potato third, potato 4. Okay, so there are total 10 potatoes and what he have to do, she is at a starting point. Okay, she will go to first potato, grab it and then come back and put it in the basket. In this way she have to do every time. Okay, so first of all, for first potato, how much distance she is covering? She is covering 5 meter to go there and 5 meter to come back. So here total distance is 10 meter. Okay, for second potato, what she is doing, she is covering 8 meter and coming back 8 meter. So it is 16 meter. Now total distance 5, 3, 8, 3, 11. Okay, and she is coming back 11 also. So here we have 22 meter. And in this way she is going up to grab 10 potatoes. So here 3, 5, 3, 8, 3, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26. 29 and 32, and come back, so up to 64 meter. Okay, so the last distance is 64 meter. Okay, so in this way we have the series here, that its first term is 10 meter. Okay, look, there is easy way to calculate this, as the distance can also be written as 2 into 5 plus 2 into 5 plus 3. Okay, so here we have 10 plus 10, 5 3 8 2 are 16, so we have 26. This is for this is nothing. Let's do by this diagram. Here we have first distance up to first potato is 5 meter, so she have to cover 5 meter to reach potato and 5 meter to come back. So total distance covered by her is 10 meter. Again she have to cover now 8 meter distance to grab second potato and to come back also 8 meter. So 8 16 meter. So we have the common difference here as 6 meter. Okay, so now we have a first term and last term, first term and this common difference. Okay, also, so what is the sum of the total distance run by this competitor? Okay, so total distance covered by her is nothing but sum of the 10 potatoes. Okay, because there are 10 terms, 10 times she have to reach to every potato and grab it and then come back and put it in the basket. So S10 can be given as 10 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 means 10 minus 1 into d. So here we put the values. So here we have 2 into 10 plus 10 minus 1 is 9 and d is 6. So 5 into 20 plus 9 6 are 54 and 74 into 5. Okay, so from here we have 370 meter is the total distance covered by her in grabbing those 10 potatoes. Okay, so it is given in meter, so our answer is also in meter. So what this is quite simpler, that she have to reach to the potato and come back, means every time she is covering twice the distance. Okay, if it is 5 meter, then she have to cover 10 meter. If she has to go for potato 2 up to 8 meter, then total distance covered by her is 16 meter. So the series can be given as 10 meter, 16 meter, 22, next is 28, in this way. Okay, so now what we have to calculate, we have to calculate the total distance, means sum of these 10 plus 16 plus 22 up to 64. Okay, so this is nothing but given by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d.